Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to Awaken Her. This is the space where we rebuild, renew, and rise into our divine purpose. I'm your host, Aji Michael. Sis, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we have been on a journey together these past few weeks, talking about becoming, about what it really means to evolve beyond who we were so we can step fully into who God designed us to be. And today, I want to take you even deeper because becoming is not just about growing wings, it's more about what happens in the forming. But before I dive deeper, I want to ask you, how are you doing? Girl, how are you doing? Really? For me, I can answer that question. I am super. I am excited. I am happy doing this, talking to you via this platform. I believe it's a privilege to add my own voice to this body of knowledge. And I'm grateful. Anytime I'm here, I feel is divine. The second reason also that I'm grateful for, that makes me to be excited, which I'm going to be sharing with you now, and I'll talk more about it in my Soul Sunday newsletter. And girl, if you're not signed up to Soul Sunday newsletter, I want to encourage you to head over to hislady.org and get on our mailing list. So, last month, I made a really big decision about my business, Redefining Living. This decision requires me to release something I had really been holding on to, something I had worked for, something I labored for. So it wasn't an easy decision, but I knew deep down that if I wanted to soar, if I wanted to step into what I've prayed for, something in me had to shift. So recently, I watched the Victoria Beckham documentary on Netflix called Victoria Beckham. Now, you may know Victoria as Posh Spice from the Spice Girls. This is one of the most iconic girl band in the world. After the group dissolved, Victoria was in this strange space. Married to a global star, of course she's famous in her own right, she wasn't doing anything, so she felt creatively unfulfilled. She knew she wanted to go into fashion, but she didn't know how. And during this space of confusion, that was when she met Roland. Roland is a designer who saw something deeper in Victoria. However, after much discussion, Roland looked at Victoria and said, if you're ever going to become who you are, you have to kill the wag. Now, episode 2 of that documentary talked about killing the wag. Now, let me pause there. WAG, which is W-A-G, meaning wives and girlfriend of footballers. She was the most photographed woman in the world, but also the most misunderstood. So what Roland was saying to Victoria then was that we have to strip that persona, that identity the world built for you, so your true self can rise. Listening to that in that documentary, that really hit me deeply. Because sis, don't we all have a little work version of ourselves? A persona we've worn for years that no longer align with who we are becoming. Sis, think of it like the butterfly. Before it can soar, the caterpillar has to enter the cocoon. That cocoon season is not glamorous at all. I tell you, it's tight, it's dark, and uncomfortable. But isn't that hidden place that everything reforms? The caterpillar doesn't just grow wings. It actually dissolves. Its entire body breaks down before it reforms into something new. So maybe you are actually in your own cocoon season right now. you feel like everything familiar is dissolving. Your plans, your routines, maybe even your relationships. But girl, listen to me. This isn't punishment. It's process. And as I'm saying that to you, I'm also saying that to myself. Because before God can actually elevate you, He has to separate you. And that's what happened between the caterpillar and the butterfly. Sis, I truly believe this. There is a version of you that God is calling forward. But she can't emerge if the old you refuses to die. What if, like Victoria Beckham, you are being called to strip the wag, to let go of the persona, the title, the role that makes you popular, but no longer makes you purposeful? I want to share with you, as always, some practical steps that you can do to activate your becoming. The first one, number one, is to identify your wag. What persona or identity have you been wearing that feels too small for your spirit now? Number two, surrender your cocoon season. Sis, instead of fighting the discomfort, this is the time for you to pray an inquiry prayer. Ask God, what is He forming in you right now? The third activation question, declare your becoming. Once you sense and understand your season, the Bible says that the children of Issachar, they understood the times and season. If you understand that this is your season, I want you to declare every morning that everything is working together for my good. Even this season, even this situation, whatever situation you're experiencing, understand that it's part of your becoming. It's your forming. Sis, the forming of the butterfly is not pretty. It's lonely, it's messy, it's divine. But when you finally stretch those wings, you realize that you were never meant to crawl. So let me ask you this. What if your becoming requires the death of your persona? Sis, be comfortable with discomfort if you're ever going to awaken her. As always, if this episode spoke to you, share it with a sister who is in a cocoon season. And also, may I ask that you leave a 5-star review and a little note. It helps other women find us and join this journey of becoming. And also, don't forget, our next monthly prayer retreat is next month, November. Head over to hislady.org for more details. Until next time, my name is Aji Michael, reminding you, you were born to fly.